Everywhere she go, they playing my songs. That's why I say the things that I say.
Hi you guys, and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, we are going to be rating all of my perfumes in my collection from 1 to 40 something. It's like almost 50 perfumes, but we are going to rate them, and I'm going to tell you which ones I think are worth it and which ones I think you can pass on or whatever. Why they are in my collection, because not all of them were bought by me. Some of them have been gifted, some of them have been through work, and yeah, so yeah, let's get started. I love perfume videos. You guys love perfume videos on my channel. So yeah, let's do it. This is also a good way to see, because the last time I did a perfume collection video was like maybe 2 or 3 years ago at this point. So this is a good way to see what is new in my collection. And yeah, so I have everything laid out here. That's why I keep looking down, because I have everything here. But yeah, so let's go through all of these perfumes, and I am going to give you the real tea on everything. First one, my number one go-to girl is the Burberry Goddess. So she smells so good. She is my favorite perfume right now, like my favorite perfume. I bought this came out last fall, I want to say, and I bought it. And I wore this all throughout, like around my birthday time, September, October. It's such a good mixing fragrance. This is everything. So this is number one. If this is like girly but woodsy, it mixes well with a lot of things. I mean, it's Burberry Goddess. Burberry does her thing every time. She gonna do it every time. Next is the Perfect by Marc Jacobs. This is my number two, because she's such a girly, pretty, great smelling. My only thing with this one is that I wish it just lasted like this much longer on me. Like, I feel like it lasts pretty good, but like if I could just get it to really have that staying power, I love this. But yeah, this is like a good everyday go-to, get up, girly, feminine fragrance, and I just, it's so unique and I love it. Next, we have the Invite Only by Kayali. So that is this guy here. That's how it looks. So this one is like a sweet, it's amber. So that's, yeah, that's what it is. The Amber 23. So it's a sweet but powerful scent. And this has really been a good one in my collection. I like to mix this one as well. It's kind of like the Burberry Goddess, but on the sweeter side. The Burberry Goddess is a little bit more woodsier. This one is like a little bit sweeter. Yeah, she's good. She's too good. Kayali, to me, almost every single scent, there was like maybe one that did not work with my chemistry, but almost every single scent, she did her thing. Now this one I just got a month ago. This is the Oriana from Perfumes de Marly. She smells not that good in the bottle, but on me, this smells delicious. It lasts so long. It better for $400. It's a $400 bottle. I don't like the Delina scent. It smells good in the air. It smells good, but on the actual skin, and I like to put my perfumes on skin, it doesn't smell good. So this one though is very sweet, girly, and like when I fell in love with it more and more as I kept wearing it. It was just that good. Totally worth the $400. 1000%. Next we have another Kayali, in the Burning Cherry. Love Fest Burning Cherry 48. So that's this guy. I don't know why I keep taking the tops off. But this is a great mixing fragrance too. This one is just like so sweet and it's very beautiful on. Everyone says that like this one is like a little bit cheaper, a little bit of a cheaper version of the Tom Ford Lost Cherry, I think is what the name is. I don't know. I've never smelled the Tom Ford ones. I've never really been big into the Tom Ford scents, so I've never really given them a try. Okay, no, I'm lying. I'm sorry. I did try the one Soleil Blanc, which I thought was good, but I think you can get dupes of that one for like a lot cheaper. I'm not sure. I haven't really dabbled into the Tom Ford, so let me not speak too much. But those are top 5. Like, those are my top 5 go-to. I know that if I'm gonna wear any of those, I'm gonna smell delicious. Now, the next ones that I'm about to get into are like, they're good, they're great, but they're not like top 5 like those that I just mentioned. So next is gonna be the Valentino Born in Roma. Now, the reason why this didn't make it into my top 5 is only because this one, the one that I just purchased, made it, but this one was like so close, so close. This one would have made it if I never had bought this. But it's so sweet, it's so good, it lasts so long on the skin. I get a lot of compliments with this one. It's super popular, a lot of people love it, and yeah, I just think that that is a great scent. Also, I have next the Very Good Girl from Carolina Herrera. My boyfriend loves this smell on me. He is a cologne addict just like I'm a perfume addict, so he always tells me what he likes and what he doesn't like, but and I've never heard him tell me he doesn't like one yet, but when I sprayed this, he was like, what is that? I like it. So this one is just like very sexy, but kind of on the sweeter side. If you guys kind of see a pattern with the scents that I like, they're very sweet, strong, girly, feminine, strong. That's like my go-to, is like strong. So speaking of strong, the next one, which you can no longer get anymore, but they kind of, everyone in this family kind of all smells very similar, have similar undertones and notes, was the Burberry Her Intense. Now, I know that they have the Burberry Elixir or something like that, which is like the all pink, not sheer bottle. It's an opaque pink, light pink bottle. This one just smells like a super sweeter version of the original, which I love. This one, I do only wear it during the winter though, so that's why I feel like it didn't make it into like my top 5, because this is like more of geared toward winter. I don't wear it a lot in the summer. And then the next one is the Versace Crystal Noir. This is also like a really wintry scent. I don't wear it a lot in the summer, but it's something about that coconut scent that is just so unique and so like, I get a lot of compliments from ladies on this one when I wear it. Like my coworker, she compliments me a lot when I wear this one. She's always like, what is this? And I always have to show her, because every time I wear it, she loves it. The next one on my list is the Love Don't Be Shy. This is also very expensive, $300 bottle. But very sweet, marshmallowy. This one also has scents of marshmallow. Sorry, going back to top 5. The Oriana also has scents of marshmallow, but they're very different. This one is like orange and marshmallow, like floral and marshmallow. This one is just like overall sweet. So they're very different, but this one is a very good mixing scent too, because it's super strong. And like a lot of times when I have like a lighter scent, I like to mix them with some of my stronger scents. So There's that. Now this is my ultimate mixing perfume, the Gucci Guilty, the original. Now, oh no, actually I'm sorry, this is the Gucci Guilty Intense. This one and the Gucci Guilty Eau de Perfume or something like that smell really the same. I miss when they made the bottle like this. This bottle is so classy. Like, I don't know why they switched the bottle up. I have all of my fingerprints on it, but I don't know why they switched the bottle up. But this is like the ultimate mixing perfume. It's very powdery, very grown woman sexy. So it mixes really well with a lot of my sweet scents because it's not super sweet. And so I like the way that that mixes. Next up, we have the Valentino Voce Divas. So these are like neck and neck, the Intense and the original. I probably will say the Intense is going to be number one just because I like strong scents. Like I love intense scents. So yeah, but they're both very pretty. One is just like a little bit lighter. I think this has like orange blossom. It just smells so good. Clean, another sexy scent, but very strong. Very good mixing fragrances because they're not too overpowering by themselves. And I can kind of go through and tell you which ones aren't good mixing ones, but I'm really into mixing fragrances right now. So that's why I'm mentioning them, because I like to smell a little bit more unique. Like a lot of these fragrances that I have, a lot of people own them, but I don't want to smell like them. I want to smell like me and like a little bit of like, you know, my own little concoction. So I really am into mixing. I've been doing it probably for the last year now, I want to say, maybe a little bit longer. I've been mixing. Next, we have one that I just recently got not too long ago, was the Devotion by Dolce & Gabbana. So this one is really unique. It's like vanilla and kind of like this candy scent. At first I wasn't too sure about it, but it's kind of right up my alley, and I don't really gravitate towards any of the Dolce & Gabbana scents besides the one, which I don't own it, but I know that that's a very popular and very sweet scent that I know that I like. But yeah, this was too good. I could not pass it up. So I really, really like the Devotion by Dolce & Gabbana. Not really good with mixing, this one. Not my favorite to mix, but very good on its own. Next, we have the Dot from Marc Jacobs, which is just a very sweet, girly. This is like a playful perfume, like super summery, girly. It smells like melons. It's so good. I love her. Love, love, love her. Then next we have Flower Bomb, which I love the way Flower Bomb, it smells. It's very feminine, very soft, but it's a little too soft that it does not stay on. Doesn't stay on as much. I do mix it sometimes I do wear it on its own, but yeah, it's just a little soft. I love the way it smells. I love how feminine it is. I love everything about that. Just the staying power, because of how soft it is, it doesn't last as long. But now next we have my go-to summer perfume of 2023. This was last summer. I wore this perfume to death last summer. The Jimmy Choo, I Want You, and then I would mix it with the Sol de Janeiro number 40 spray, the like amber plum one. Oh my gosh, I would get compliments out the wazoo about what I was wearing when I would wear this and that Sol de Janeiro fragrance. Too good, like too good. When I first smelled this, when this first came out, I was like, this kind of smells a granny-ish and all that stuff. No, she's too good. She's more than good. She's great. Like, I love her. Not the best at mixing, not the greatest mixing scent, but on its own smells so good. I got my boyfriend's aunt this same perfume last Christmas, and yeah, I will again and again and again. There is the new Coach Love that also came out last fall, which I took on to my Costa Rica trip with me, which So the notes are rose, cedarwood, and strawberry. So good. So good. I really love this one. This one was like, you know, just very pretty and wore amazing on me. Next we have My Way, which is kind of smells like sour candy to me. I don't know, that's like the best way that I can explain it. I don't gravitate towards her as much because she is a little bit headache inducing, and I think that's why I associate this with sour candy, because it just reminds me of that same headache that you get when you eat too much like sour candy. So but still a very pretty fragrance. I still really like it. It just can sometimes be a little bit too much. Like, I like strong, but that's strong. Now this one I do think they discontinued, which is the Prada Candy Kiss, but oh, she's too good. Very powdery, very sweet, fruity. Like, it's very unique. This was a very unique scent, and I don't know why they got rid of this. I think they got rid of all of the ones that were like was in the Prada Candy collection, like the Kiss, the Floral, the Prada Candy Night. Like, they had a whole bunch, and I think they discontinued all of them. But next is the tried and true Prada Candy. This was the first higher end fragrance that I fell in love with, like when I was a little bit younger, when I first started getting into like perfumes. So I love Prada Candy, and this will always be in my collection. This is more of a winter wear for me, but sometimes she'll catch a little, you know, she'll catch a little vibe in the spring or something, but for the most part, that's my winter girly right there. Next we have the Fenty perfume. I don't like it on its own, and I believe I blind bought this because every time I went to a Sephora to try it, it never had anything in it for me to try it on my actual skin and test it. So I blind bought it when they had like the set last Christmas, and it does remind me of something Rihanna would like. She likes those very strong kind of masculine scents. This is a good mixing perfume. I actually have mixed this one with the Burning Cherry together, and I went into like a car somewhere where they were fixing my car, and they gave me so many like everyone, all of like the mechanics were like, oh my gosh, you smell so good, miss, you smell so good. And I was like, oh my gosh. So that's a combination that I definitely keep at the top of mine, because yeah. Next we have the Van Cleef & Arpels Orchid Leather. This is in the collection Extraordinaire. This was gifted to me by a friend. This is a good mixing fragrance. I mixed this one because it's like, I don't know, this leathery smell. It's kind of sweet, like it's very, but I mixed it with the Burberry Goddess around my birthday time. That was like my go-to fragrance that I was wearing in Costa Rica on my birthday, everything like that. And it just mixed so well. I really loved it. So yeah, this Orchid Leather is like, ugh, too good. Next we have the Chloe Love Story. I love how unique this scent is. It does only get me in the summertime because it is kind of, I hate to say it, it's a little granny-ish, but not in a bad way. Like, I don't dislike granny scents. Like, I don't know. Is it me? Is it just me? But I like, I don't know, maybe granny scents to me just represent like sophistication and like all of that. But yeah, definitely love the Chloe Love Story. And then next we have the La Vie Belle Intensement. So this one is just like that strong scent. I get a lot of compliments on this one too. I can't remember exactly what the notes are. I know that it has like some of the same notes as the original La Vie Belle, like the jasmine and everything like that. But yeah, also another unique scent that, like, you know, these scents that I gravitate towards just have to be super unique to me, but also just smell like something that's in my arena. I don't wear this one as much, but when I first smelled it, I fell in love. I don't know how to describe it, but it's good. Go out and try it if you haven't. Next we have the YSL Libre. This is actually the intense version. Yeah, I don't gravitate towards this one as much. I like to call this one like my date scent because it just gives very like date night, nighttime outing. Yeah, but it's really good. It's right up my alley, and yeah, I don't mix this one as much, but it's good. The next one, which is a great mixing fragrance, which I don't believe you can get it anymore. And I know everyone is like telling her to bring back her scents and everything, but this is the Kim Kardashian. I think this was like her first perfume she ever came out with. Now, I know that this is a dupe. Well, so I heard this is a dupe for the Michael Kors, the original Michael Kors fragrance, which I've never smelled, but like this is just really classy. And yeah, this is a perfect mixing fragrance because it's not sweet, so I do like to mix this one with like the sweeter scents, because a little bit by itself it can create like a little bit of that headache for me, but it's still good. Like, even though things can sometimes cause me a little bit of a headache, I still love them. Next we have the Lancome Idole. So cute. I customized mine, but this one I wish it had a little bit more staying power as well, but it just smells so good. Like, I get a lot of compliments from ladies on this one too. It's so clean and kind of sweet a little bit, and just so good. As you can see, clean scents aren't my favorite. I do like them, but they're not like my favorite. Those sweet, strong scents are going to be like top tier for me, but this one is so good. This one also mixes really well with the Sol de Janeiro body mist. So yeah. Now this is my newest. Is this my newest? No, not my newest, sorry. The Oriana is my newest. This one I got before the Oriana, which is the Dolce & Gabbana, which I've had this one on my like wish list, on my, you know, on my eye. On my eye, is that how you say it? Whatever. For a while. This is also another Dolce & Gabbana, which I didn't realize. This is L'Imperatrice. So this will probably definitely get worn a lot this summer. It's watermelon, kiwi, and something else. It's an eau de toilette though, and I'm not big on eau de toilettes because I like strong scents. But this doesn't come in a perfume. But I know that I'll probably wear this a lot. Probably mix this one a lot too, because it is an eau de perfume and it is light, so I probably will need to like spruce it up. But that girly, sweet candy, not candy, fruity smell, yeah, I love that. Next we have the Dior J'adore. So this is like my Sunday scent, and this is like my New York scent. So I literally gravitate towards this on Sundays. I don't know why. For some reason, this does give a little bit of granny too, just a little bit, but it just screams sophistication. It screams New York. I don't know why I think of Carrie Bradshaw. Not that like Carrie Bradshaw ever mentioned that she wore the Dior perfume in any of the episodes or anything like that. It just truly reminds me of New York and Sex and the City for some reason. And Sundays, like, I don't know, like church or something. I don't know why I associate this perfume with Sunday and New York, but I do, and I love her, and it's so good. Next we have the Nicki Minaj Pink Friday, the original joint. I just like it. It's soft. It's good. I got it from TJ Maxx of all places. And yeah, I really like it. I love the way it wears. I haven't tried the Pink Friday 2, which I heard is not as good as Pink Friday 1. So I'm glad that I got my hands on the Pink Friday 1. But this is also like a very fruity scent as well. Floral fruity, a little floral fruity, which I'm not big on florals, but yeah. Then next we have the Tiffany perfume, which is so soft and classy. This is just such a classy fragrance. Kind of powdery. I don't know how to how to describe it. I'm horrible at describing scents, you guys. I'm so sorry. But all I can say is, for any of these scents, just go in the store and try them. They're that good, y'all. They're that good. But anyway, yeah, that's the original Tiffany Eau de Perfume. I do want the Tiffany Love, which is a little bit more on the fresh side, like, you know, a little bit more fresh, but this is just like classy. This is a really big hit in the winter, but I'm starting to gravitate towards this in the spring, summertime too, just because of how classy it is. So yeah, I like her. And then we have the original La Vie Belle, which to me, this fragrance I always thought was overhyped, even when I worked for the brand. Even though the Idol versus the La Vie Belle fragrance is my #1 video on this channel, I don't love this one as much. I don't love it as much, even though it should be right up my alley. It's a sweet, gourmand, floral scent. It's very strong. It lasts on the skin. But for some reason, I just do not gravitate towards this smell as much. Maybe because I smell it all day when I'm working, or I don't know what it is, but this one just does not catch my little, you know, catch my little eye when I'm picking a fragrance to spray in the morning. Next, we have the Daisy Love from Marc Jacobs. This is an eau de toilette as well, and she's sweet. She doesn't last as long because she is an eau de toilette. She's a sweet floral, which I just have realized I just need to gravitate more towards the woodsy sweet scents and less of the floral sweet scents, because I don't resonate with them as much. As I do like this, and I do wear this a lot in the spring and the summer. I pick it up enough, you know, enough that I'm getting, you know, a good use out of it, but it's just not like, you know, I probably would wear in this collection, the Daisy Dream, which I think is also an eau de toilette, but I like that scent. Or I would wear the Daisy Eau de Perfume, not the Daisy, the original Daisy, but they have an Eau de Perfume, which is a lot sweeter. So that would be like the kind of sweet floral that I would go for, not this one. The floral kind of comes out more than the sweet, in my opinion, and yeah, just doesn't resonate. And then kind of the same for this one. This is the Coach Eau de Perfume. So the notes are raspberry, Turkish rose, and suede musk, which is a great combination. You guys know my boyfriend's Bulgarian, so the Turkish rose, the Bulgarian and the Turkish rose, they're very similar. So I really love that kind of scent. So like a fruity floral, which I told you I don't really gravitate towards as much anymore. So that's why all the kind of fruity floral ones are at the last of my list, including the Jimmy Choo Rose Passion. This one is a little bit newer as well. I think it came out last year. This was also given to me by a friend. I just don't gravitate towards it. This one and the Monsler, I don't know if it has a particular name. Oh, not Monsler. Oh my gosh. The Montclair. This is Montclair. I'm sorry, guys. It's a nice scent, a grab and go kind of scent. It's not, you know, one of my favorites, but it's definitely like, it hits. It's definitely like a good scent. It's just, it's at the bottom of my list because it's one of those, it's under that same category, as well as the Romance Rosé, which I don't believe they make it anymore. There was another Romance. It was like a opaque light pink bottle, and that one was like on the sweeter side, which I really like. This one is more of a sweet floral, which I like it, but it's just not one I gravitate towards, and that's okay. And then we have the MAC Turquoise, which, to be honest, it is pretty popular at the MAC counter, but I don't think I've ever tried it on myself. Is that weird? I don't think I've ever tried it on myself. And I do get like people say that this one doesn't last, but for the people that love it, they love it. And for, I don't know, they really love it. So maybe I should just give her like a real chance. See, this is my problem with two fresh scents, which is like, I'll talk more about like why I feel this way as we go through the other perfumes, the last couple ones that I have on this list. But when it's too fresh smelling, it smells like outside to me. And like, you guys know what I'm talking about, especially if you grew up in like a Black household where your mom says like, oh, you smell like outside. Like, some of these scents be smelling like outside, and so like they're better to be mixed with something sweeter, but by themselves, no, you don't smell like outside. Like that, I mean, and flowers are outside, flowers grow outside, so I understand why I feel like that, but doesn't mean that I want to smell like outside. So yeah, that's why I just don't gravitate towards some of these scents. The more fresher, fruity, not fruity, sorry, the more fresher floral scents, because they just, on me, they just smell like outside. And then we have the Van Cleef & Arpels Gardenia Petal. So I haven't worn this one much, but it is more of like that floral scent, so that's why it's closer to the bottom of the list. But I probably will be mixing this one a lot. Same with the Kate Spade, the original, or I don't know if this is her original scent, but it's just the Kate Spade. And this one has notes of wild, strawberry, rose, and ambro, which I don't know what ambro is, but I guess maybe it's because of the wild strawberry, but this one kind of makes me smell like outside too. So definitely a mixer. This is a mixing fragrance for sure. And then we have the, oh, I'm sorry, before the Kate Spade was the Bronze Goddess Azure, which I don't believe they make this one anymore either. I still want to get my hands on the original Bronze Goddess. I just haven't gotten around to it. But this is the Azure, and this one I will definitely be taking on to Europe because this is like a go-to summer scent. The reason why it is so low on my list though is because it's like that same thing that I'm experiencing with all the other fragrances, that it just kind of smells like outside. But this is a great mixing fragrance. It smells really good mixed with other ones, but just not by itself, because it gives that kind of outside smell. Like I feel like I smell like outside. And then I don't know if they make this one anymore either, so I'm sorry if I'm mentioning a couple ones that they might not make anymore, but this is my collection. So yeah, the next we have the Bottega Veneta Knot. This is a very classy, sophisticated scent. This is more of a mixing scent because by itself it just smells like clean. It's a very clean scent, like, don't get me wrong, but it smells like bathroom cleaner, like something you would clean your bathroom with, like Pine Sol or something. It gives a little bit of that smell, but it's like a sophisticated Pine Sol. So I don't know. I haven't found anything good to mix this with yet. It's not terrible by itself, but I definitely want to find like a good one to mix with this. And then last and kind of least, this one is not least, but this is the Mont Paris, but this is the Peony, which I don't believe they make this one anymore. Now the original Mont Paris, I don't like it. That one definitely makes me smell like outside, and I do not like it. But this one, the Peony, has a little bit more, like, I don't know, it settled on my skin so well, and I don't know why I haven't really been like wearing her as much since like the first time I've ever smelled it. But it settled on my body so good, and I really liked it. But the other ones that like they sell now, I don't know why they ever got rid of this, but the other ones that they smell now, I just can't get with it. Like, ugh, I just don't like them. Ugh. So yeah, you guys, that is all the perfume that I own in my collection. And then obviously I mentioned a lot of the Sol de Janeiro body sprays, which I love, probably all of them. Maybe not the original one. The original one just I like it, but I don't think that I would like you know, wear it on a regular basis, just because it's not like, you know, I like it, don't get me wrong. I just don't know why. I just don't think I would wear it on a regular basis. The other ones just smell a little bit more up my alley, especially the number 40. The number 40 is totally up my alley. I will buy that one again and again and again. The body lotion or the body cream, all of that. But yeah, I wanted to mention those because I love the Sol de Janeiro body sprays to like kind of top off some of these fragrances. But yeah, you guys, that is everything in my collection. Yeah, and my collection is still building. I feel like I have so many fragrances. I don't know what I'm gonna do when we move, if I'm gonna take them all or what I plan to do. Yeah, these are all of the fragrances that I own, all of them that are in my collection. And yeah, I rated all of them for you. But my top 5, it may change, but for the most part, this is like my go-to top 5 right now. Like the top 5, yeah, they're winning every single time. So yeah, you guys, but that is everything. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this. Hope you guys enjoyed going through my collection with me, seeing what I've added and kind of giving my thoughts on everything. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and if you did, please subscribe, share with all of your friends, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching, guys.